If you have a lot of anxiety, you are exceptional at manifestation. What do I mean by this? You see, if you take belief as a spectrum, there's the negative pole and the positive pole because belief is dual in nature. Everything is dual in nature. Everything has a positive side and a negative side. Everything has two sides. When belief is at the negative side of the pole, it leads to anxiety. Whereas if belief is in the positive side of the pole, it leads to you manifesting whatever you want. It leads to you being confident, to have conviction, and to carry yourself with such a level of certainty that you just know that whatever you want is going to happen. You see, we first need to understand what anxiety is. And for most people watching this video, no, anxiety is not fear. Because fear is a real and possible threat in the present. Something where you know that you might lose your life in the present. Fear is you driving, and in a second, you notice a truck speeding in your direction. That is fear. That's not anxiety, that's fear because fear is in the present and you're in imminent danger. Whereas anxiety deals with the future. And let me tell you this, the future is created nowhere else except in your mind. You don't know what's going to happen. It's only happening internally and not externally. So here's what happens. Here's where you get anxious. And here's where anxiety is going to help you manifest. Because when you're anxious, you're scared of failing and you're scared of not doing the certain thing well. And then you have so many scenarios that you have in your mind that plays constantly, repeatedly. But the beauty of these scenarios playing in your mind is that it's extremely vivid and it's extremely detailed and it's dynamic. It's not just a still, it's you experiencing that moment, and your brain cannot differentiate between reality and imagination done vividly. So, when you're anxious, you imagine yourself feeling in so many different scenarios with extreme levels of vividness, with extreme levels of details, with extreme levels of it being dynamic, that you feel it in your bone. And that's not even happening in real life. You just think of that certain future, you think of that certain scenario, and your heart starts pumping faster. And then you start sweating. And then you just crash and your body just collapses. Meanwhile, nothing has actually happened. It's all in your mind. It all happened internally. And the more and more you do it, your brain is going to start wiring the nerves together that's responsible to give you anxiety. And what wires together fires together. And that is how you go on this constant downward spiral of you being anxious, of you being anxious. And every single thing you do, every single thing that you try to do, the first response of your body and your brain will be to give you the foreseeable negative outcome. But you see, we spoke about this, right? You imagining multiple scenarios, extremely vividly detailed and dynamic. These are the exact skills that's gonna help you manifest like no other. This is literally manifestation, but this is manifestation done negatively. You are literally making yourself fail if you're anxious. Whereas if you take the same exact skills that you currently possess and shift it to the positive side, you will have immense level of confidence, conviction, and you can literally manifest or bring into fruition whatever you want. And this whole video is going to be me telling you on how you can change the degree from negative to positive. And then you stay here because we all know on Jummon's end there'll be a strong urge to go to that dance. And we're going to prevent that as well. All right, now we're going to take you from the negative aspect and move you towards the positive aspect. And number one thing you have to do to move from negative to the positive is to change your state. What do I mean by this? Well, you see, you being negative and you having negative beliefs is you being in a state. And you start off by changing your state. And at this step, we give you immense energy, right? This can be moving your body. This can you be literally jumping. You watching a certain section of a movie that literally brings in energy into your nerves to the point you feel like you can conquer anything you want. This is next level motivation. This is you changing your state for that brief amount of time because yes, it is a brief. It's like you're taking a dose of something. It's increasing your dopamine, but yeah. So, but you do it properly, not by using recreational drugs. So you change your state immensely by you priming, by you thinking of a happy scenario, or by you conquering something, or whatever it is. You just need that brief second window that just shoots you up from this negative reality to something extremely positive and it's just filled with energy to the point that you can feel like you can conquer the world, right? That is the first thing that you do. And before we get into the second part, I have to tell you this should be done properly. So take a day off or take the weekend off or whatever plans you have for the weekend. Scrap that, throw that aside. Let's get this done. So first is you change the state and you have immense energy, right? You just stay happy for no reason. Whatever it is, but just get that immense positive energy to the point you feel like you can conquer anything that you want. And now you have this state, right? Let's say this is you being positive and you have extreme high levels of energy. This is gonna dip fast. And before that happens, we move to step two. That is, you take small, immediate action. Now, small, immediate action means the literal smallest immediate action that you can take. This can literally involve, but I highly suggest that you move your body in this activity. So, whatever smallest immediate action you take, ensure there's a lot of bodily movement from your side as well. Now, after this is you start doing series of small actions. Something that does not feel like a threaten, something that feels like very simple, like literally you going opening your door, changing your curtain, opening your curtain, whatever it is. Small series of actions. And this is primarily done to gain the trust back that hey, I can do what I put my mind to. Obviously, after this, you just don't go and be like, oh my god, you know what, I'm just gonna start my dream business. No. Because and the reason why you can't do that is because three, the pendulum. You see, before we get to the three, I want to say that take immediate action. Let's say you do all this on a Saturday, right? You do these series of actions on a Saturday. And then you decide on Sunday, I'm gonna do this one thing. All right, I'm gonna enroll in the gym. I'm gonna do one thing that's more slightly higher in intensity than whatever you did on Saturday. So if on Saturday you did 10 push-ups, Sunday would just be you entering the gym. It does not matter if you work out. Just enter the gym. That's it. Don't think, don't be too grand. Step by step. Because if you think, oh my god, I can just do it, why should I even follow it? I can just do it, three will be a real problem. So you go for a little bit of a massive one, a little bit of an increase than the previous day. And before you sleep, which means Saturday night, before you sleep, think, feel positively of you accomplishing the task on Sunday. So think that, oh my god, I'm entering this gym, and when I enter this gym, what's gonna happen? Oh my god, I'm gonna use my entry card, I'm gonna enter the gym, and after that I look at this beautiful girl on the right, and then I look at his equipment on the left, and oh, four people are using the cardio machine. Like make it realistic, make it vivid, make it detailed, and feel it. Right? You literally enter the gym. There's a certain music playing. Okay, fine. Now we've entered the gym. This should happen right before you sleep. Because majority of the work happens when you're sleeping. When your body, when your conscious mind is not interfering with the subconscious, the all intelligent. Well, if I have to get to the subconscious, I Have to make a lot of videos on that. But yeah, so the previous night, you have one job. It's to vividly, detailedly imagine you doing this task. And you keep it positive, right? You doing the task, nothing goes wrong, you're happy. Why? Because you have done all these tasks on Saturday, right? You've already proved to yourself that, hey, I can do what I want, and tomorrow I can definitely do that. It's all about getting the trust back. And then, once you do that and start increasing the level of activities, that is when number three will come into play. Number three, the pendulum is nothing but the principle of rhythm. What does principle of rhythm mean, right? So let's take a pendulum as an example, right? So the principle of rhythm states that, let's say the pendulum is here initially, right? And let's say this is positive and let's say this is negative end. So let's say you are here initially. And if you move towards the positive side, which is exactly what we did on Saturday and Sunday, let's say that you call it that you took a little bit of positive momentum here. And now you're here. Now the principle of rhythm states that whatever degree in whatever side the pendulum moves, it will return to the opposite side with the same degree, with the same swing. So if it moved 4 levels towards the positive side, it will come back 4 levels to the negative side. Now, now you might be wondering, Hemanth, then what's the point of me making the change if I know that I'm going to swing, right? Because you know this is going to happen as well. No matter what you did on Saturday and Sunday, no matter even if you took those actions and if you took a bigger action, you know one day you're going to get the doubt back. That's going to start creeping in. That doubt that, hey, are we really this? Because we lived so negatively for so long that this is what we are. What is this new thing? What is this whole positivity? Let's just stay in disbelief. Let's just believe that, we can't do anything because that's what I told you till now, right? So now we are safe. Why do you want to change that perception? Because change means you're not safe, right? And this is how your mind will start convincing them. That is the pullback. That is the pendulum swinging. You see, the principle of rhythm was stated by this book called The Cabanion. And this is one of my favorite books. And the solution for the principle of rhythm is that you go to a higher state. Where do I write this word? Solution, the principle of rhythm, is you go on a higher state and affix yourself to the positive. So you essentially go on a higher plane, right? And then you fixate yourself here so that the negative part of the swing does not affect you. Now, you going on a higher plane. I know that sounds like a little bit of a woo woo magic, higher plane, haha. But here's what's worked for me, and it'll definitely work for you as well. So I'm going to explain. So the thing is, you going on a higher plane and you affixing yourself does not mean you're in denial, does not mean that you're fighting it back, does not mean that you're trying to affirm to yourself that I'm not, that I'm not, that not negative, no negative, not negative, no negative, there's no negative around me, I'm only positive. No, it's not that. It's you removing yourself from the situation that swings you back, which means that when you get the negative thought, you instantly realize that the negative thought is not you. And you look at it from an external perspective. You remove that thought from your brain and you keep it in your hand and you look at it directly like, hey, oh, this is your attempt to make me go back. And you know what? Not happening. So you need to look at it from an external perspective. So whatever thought you get, so whatever doubt or whatever disbelief or whatever negative thing that you get because of some external stimulus, look at it like, hey, this is what it is. Literally look at your thought. And like, this is what it is. Oh, this is the same end of thought that's going to disrupt me. to make me go back. Not going to happen this time. And that is how you prevent yourself from going back to the negative. And the more and more you do this, you're just going to become more and more positive, right? And the more and more positive you become, and the more and more you go here, even if you have a little bit of a dip, the dip is still going to be on the positive side. But the whole point is not even have the dip by obviously looking at the scenarios from the external perspective. You have to know that it's just your mind trying to pull you back. Once you acknowledge that and once you start seeing it from the external perspective, guess what? My friend, congrats, because you now have, sorry for lack of space, I have to write it here. You have exceptional level of conviction, belief, and most importantly, faith. And I also have to state that the higher you go, the fall is even dramatic. But you won't fall in the first place if you realize what your mind is trying to do to you. Right? It's not about you being extremely forceful, like I already mentioned before. It's not you being extremely forceful to yourself by saying that, oh my god, no, I am so positive. There's nothing negative that exists around me. And then when you see the negative part, you're like, but this is negative, but this is how you are, but oh my god, where am I in fact to square one? And the whole reason why I mentioned these 3 points, right? These 3 points to move you from the positive to negative. The whole reason of me mentioning that was to give you an identity shift. This is why I told get that motivation first, that high levels of energy, and then take small actions to ensure that you have that identity shift. Because the more and more positive you become, the more and more actions you take, and the more and more you move to the positive side, your identity starts shifting. You're not that negative person anymore, but a positive person. And most of the decisions that you make are from your identity. And people protect their identity no matter what. So if you're positive, what will you be protecting? Exactly. So if it's doubt that you have on a daily basis, if it's like, can I do this? Can I do that? Stop yourself right there. And you just need to have a conversation with yourself that whatever happens, that's only in my mind because I genuinely do not know what's going to happen. In fact, I don't know what's going to happen in the next minute, to be very honest. I can hope, I believe that I'm safe. I believe that the ceiling won't fall down, but do I know for sure? I do not. That's the whole point. Whatever future that you're trying to build, the future that you see is in your mind, nowhere else. And you have to have absolute belief, absolute conviction, absolute faith that, hey, positive, 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 positive. That is it. And this might also be the secret for happiness as well. Well, that's a separate video that I should make on a whole. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. I truly believe that if you do everything right, your anxiety will be gone and you will have your dream life because you have that level of conviction to do whatever you want. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. Catch you in the next one.